Christmas Vacation, it was on my mind the entire time you were telling that story right there. What year was that, Courtney? Because this might have been the inspiration for the opening scene of Christmas Vacation, although it couldn't have been, because I'll tell you why in a minute. But when was it? That had to be 80s, right?
That'd be 89, possibly 90. So it was 4, maybe turning 5. Yeah.
So it couldn't have been, you're not of the age to be the inspiration for Christmas Vacation. But if you haven't caught on out there yet, grab your eggnog and your asbestos gloves, because today, right now, we're getting into the Griswold Family Christmas, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, a movie that proves if you string up enough lights, you can blind your neighbors and possibly, just possibly, summon NORAD at the same time. All right, like that's 25,000 lights or so, right? Like that's what happened. That's what they have in this movie.
Yeah, and that was the whole purpose of winter solstice. If you go back far enough before Christmas, it's about bringing back the light. Clark Griswold takes it very seriously, even to the point of being just like the husbands we all make fun of on the internet reels, where, you know, mom is over there going, hey, we've got company coming. We got to get the house clean. We got to get this done. And they're like busy working. They're like, help me. And cut to dad's on the roof shingling tiles or something. Like, what's dad doing? I want to shake him and be like, Clark, your wife needs help in the house. Real priorities here, guy. Come on.
And if this doesn't represent Christmas, I don't know what else will, except freezing your butt off in a pink turban and a fur coat while watching old home movies on a Super 8. Because that's what Clark does in the attic in one of my favorite scenes that we'll talk about near the end of this episode. This whole mess, though, and that's what I'm calling it, got started with John Hughes. If you don't know who John Hughes is, what are you doing, first of all? But I will tell you and not make you feel too much below. He did The Breakfast Club, Home Alone, and then this movie, Christmas Vacation, is based off of Christmas 59. It was a National Lampoon article, I believe. And I mean, the attic scene itself is taken straight out of Christmas 59.
Little nod to that. Yeah. In fact, I believe the video says Christmas 55.
It does.
But when he pulls it out, it says Christmas 59 on the film.
Little Easter egg, little nod to the John Hughes original. Not a lot of people know that, I don't think. Maybe they do by now because this movie is 38 years old. I mean, that's...
Happy birthday.
Yeah, right? Yeah, but behind the scenes was a little bit maybe as chaotic as we saw on set, like in the movie. Because you had the whole thing about Chris Columbus, who was supposed to direct this bad boy. And you know the story there?
I've heard bits of it, yeah. I did some research.
Chevy Chase scared him off. That's about all you can say. He scared off Chris Columbus.
Yeah.
After 2 meetings of meeting this guy. And basically what happened then was a butterfly effect, because when Chris Columbus left that, John Hughes felt bad, and guess what? Home Alone. Here you go, Chris Columbus. So we wouldn't have got Kevin McAllister maybe without the 2 Chevy Chase meetings that ran off Chris Columbus.
Yeah. Yeah. And at least they didn't have a fist fight, because I have heard of fellow actors working with Chevy Chase that have actually gotten into full-on fisticuff fights with him. So it could have been worse. But yeah, that tracks. The story
Chevy
tracks.
Chase, the man, the myth, the reason directors drink, you know, like that's...
Yeah. Yeah, so I've heard. I've heard so. But, you know, even John Hughes, I believe, has said that the stories, he didn't like doing sequels, and, you know, he got writing credit for the vacation movies that he wasn't as involved in, just because he came up with the characters and that. But he said basically they were vehicles for Chevy Chase to do his thing. So you kind of get that feeling.